Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard. So pleased to be with you here on African Diaspora News Channel. As you come in, would you please kindly give us a big thumbs up, share the broadcast, and of course, be sure to subscribe. That's so important because when you activate the algorithms, it sends out notifications to others so that they'll know we're here. And how many of you all know that is so important, especially for Black grassroots independent media? We don't have the uh, infrastructure, the media infrastructure set in place by mainstream legacy corporate media. And how many of you all know they don't speak for you the way that we do? So when you do that, you help to expand our unified Black voice. And for that, we say thank you so very much. By the way, speaking of expanding our voice, our global Black voice, be sure, if you would, to download our new app, African Diaspora News Channel. Yes, you heard it right. We have an additional platform that's all our own, with the AD African Diaspora NC News Channel app. So be sure to download it. I think you're going to love it. Thank you so very much, family. Of course, you know about the migrant crisis that is plaguing the United States, and it's almost impossible to overemphasize its importance and its extraordinary cost upon America's most vulnerable people who are not being taken care of, who don't receive tangibles and the housing benefits, the food benefits, jobs, and so forth that folks that broke federal law to get here receive. Well, family, I live in the Wild Wild West, so this really hits home. The sanctuary city mayor, new mayor of Denver, just recently made an announcement, Mayor Mike Johnston. I want you to watch this clip.
Thank you all so much for being here this morning. I'm here to talk a little bit about the devastating impact of the failure of Republican leadership in Congress this week to pass comprehensive immigration change and the impact that will have on both city budgets and on services that we can provide for newcomers in the city. The second is we will start to have to greenlight a set of hard decisions about budget reductions across the city to meet those costs that we know will continue to arrive. We want to talk about two of those today. While they're the first steps, they unfortunately will not be the last and may not be the hardest. This is a plan for shared sacrifice. And so in terms of our first step on city cuts, we are announcing today we will make some changes both to our services at DMV and to our services on Parks and Rec.
Okay, family, do you see how they're doing this? Now, he in like manner with New York's mayor, along with Chicago's mayor and so many others around here, but they're the ones that I just mentioned, the cities I just mentioned are the most prominent in the United States. That's really, really, really getting a lot of attention for their unequal and unjust distribution of our very Black taxpayer dollars for folks that violated federal law to get here while not taking care of foundational Black Americans. Family, this is outrageous. The idea that Mayor Johnston would tell the citizens of Denver that this is shared cost. Did you hear him say that in the press conference? Shared cost. Wait a minute now, shared? Why are we sitting up here talking about shared costs for people that unlawfully got here? Like this is a taxpayer obligation. Shared costs. Like this is something we must do. Just to give you a little more detail, family, about what they're actually cutting, which you heard him mention two of them. Residents of the sanctuary city of Denver will now have fewer hours to enjoy. Recreation centers won't be able to register their vehicles in person at the DMV and will have to skip smelling the city's flowers because the illegal migrants who have descended on Denver need more money. So public services are being shut down, cut down to make room for people that violated the law to get here. Family, I have been saying this, and I'm going to keep saying this. It is not only illegal migrants and folks that have come to the United States that are violators of the law, lawbreakers. We need to start labeling, tagging, writing, messaging. Listen to me good. Your mayors, like Mayor Brandon Johnson, your assembly folk, if you have them in your particular state or city, your state congressional reps, your federal congressional reps, we need to start labeling them lawbreakers too. Your lawmakers are your lawbreakers. I said your lawmakers are your lawbreakers. We need to start telling them you all are incentivizing illegality. You are incentivizing bad behaviors. When you sit up here and say, here, kitty, kitty, in essence, you come here, we'll let you join our military and we'll give you all kind of yummy goodies. Come on over here, illegal migrants. We're going to make sure that you have $9,000 vouchers. Hello, Chicago. Come on over here, illegal migrants. We'll make sure that you get $900 or $1,000 every month on a Visa card. More money than actual United States citizens get on food stamps who's raising children and been paying taxes and whose families, ancestors shed blood. When you label, and see, this, let me just tell you just one point that just gets on my nerves. I don't like the fact that we call it sanctuary cities. Now, we know that the word sanctuary can mean a haven, but you all know darn well that sanctuary, for the most part, invokes church. Talk black to me, somebody. It invokes sacredness and religion. So just subconsciously, it gives you this idea that you're doing something holy and righteous. Talk black to me, somebody. Where's my gavel? Let me hit the gavel on that. We need to rename that and get sanctuary out of that so that you don't confuse your subconscious with something that's good and right. Talk black to me. To my sanctuary cities. No, we got to get the Lord out of that and stop confusing that. We're not talking about legit requests to come through the legal means to the United States or someone that's truly fleeing a serious threat, like our sister Asada Shakur that ended up fleeing to Cuba because in the 60s, the United States of America was literally torturing her and tried to murder her on multiple occasions and put her in a men's prison. We're not talking about Eric Snowden type stuff. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? You got illegal migrants that's coming here that's being arrested for actually unaliving somebody in the cafeteria. You done shanked them down. And some of y'all talking about, oh, they fleeing. We got to flee because it's violence in our country and it's so terrible. No, you're the terrible. How are you in a migrant shelter in the United States and then you end up taking somebody out, shanking somebody to where they have to put them 6 feet under? No, it don't. That something's not adding up about your story. You talking about you fleeing terrible circumstances? No, you're the terrible. Talk black to me, somebody. So shame on Mayor Mike Johnston, and it's Johnston, S-T-O-N, the new mayor here in Denver, Colorado. He needs to be held accountable. People need to continue to let him know this is no shared responsibility. That's outrageous. You're cutting public services where hardworking folk can't even get. And if, you guys know DMV is about Denver motor vehicle. This is about you taking care of taxes on your vehicle that you pay. And they say, oh, you can't even do that good. We're not even going to let you pay your taxes on your vehicles good and pay your fees and title and all that. Well, you forget that. You got to take care of the migrants. You're not going to get access to your parks and recreations to make sure that your babies are safe and have somewhere to go and that you all are getting exercise and good rec so that there's a holistic community. Your parks are going to suffer and not get the services that they need because you all need to share in the burden of illegality and what some are calling an invasion. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it. This is outrageous. My name is Vicki Dillard, beloved. Be sure to check out my website at VickiPlanet.com. That's VICKIPlanet.com. I have a new, wonderful, beautiful luxury magazine that's available for purchase with all kinds of yummy information for manifestation for the divine feminine in your life. I can't wait to see you again.